Navigating the world of special needs services can feel, well, let's be honest, it can feel like you're trying to solve a puzzle in the dark. But today, we're going to change that. We are going to build a clear, simple roadmap for your family's journey. So let's get right into it. And that quote, it really hits home. Doesn't it? That's the exact feeling we're tackling today. This isn't just about giving you information, it's about empowerment. It's about taking off that blindfold and finally seeing the path forward. So here's our plan for today. First, we'll talk about that feeling of being lost. Then I'll introduce you to your family's GPS. From there, we'll hit the key age milestones, figure out the money stuff, and finally show you where to find free expert help. Let's just all admit it, right? The system can feel like this giant bureaucratic maze. It is so easy to feel completely overwhelmed, which is exactly why having a real strategy, a real plan, is absolutely essential. So, how do we find that clarity? Well, we're going to use a framework that acts just like a GPS for your family. Instead of drowning in every single detail all at once, we're going to focus on an age-based approach that tells you what you need to know right when you need to know it. This approach is designed to cut right through all the noise. For each key age, it answers 4 simple but critical questions. What new services just opened up? What rules are about to change? What exactly do I need to do? And maybe most importantly, when do I need to get started? And this timeline right here, this is our roadmap. It shows the whole journey. From early intervention right at birth, to that huge transition at age 3, then planning for the future starting at 14, the massive legal shift at 18, and finally, exiting the school system. These are the moments that truly matter. Okay, so let's zoom in on those decision points. We're going to focus on 3 of the most critical transitions on this map, ages 3, 14, and 18. First up, age 3. And trust me, this is a true make or break moment in your child's journey. This is the exact point where your child moves out of early intervention services and, hopefully, into the public school system. But here's the reality check. A full 30%, that's almost 1 in 3 kids who get early intervention services, will not automatically qualify for special education in school. This means you absolutely must be ready for this transition and have a backup plan if your child is in that 30%. Okay, next up, age 14. This is where the focus shifts, and I mean dramatically. We stop talking just about what's happening in school today and start talking about what's going to happen for the rest of your child's life. At age 14, transition planning becomes mandatory in a lot of places. It's not just about the current IEP anymore. Now it's about career assessments, planning for life after high school, and making those crucial referrals to agencies like vocational rehabilitation, or VR, that can help with job skills. And now, for the big one, age 18. This is not just another birthday. It is a fundamental legal event that changes absolutely everything. I want you to look at this slide very carefully. Before your child is 18, you, the parent, hold the legal rights. The second they turn 18, they are legally an adult. All of those rights for education, for healthcare, for finances, they transfer directly to them. Your legal authority is gone, unless you've already taken specific legal steps. So what do? Here's the action plan. First, you have to explore guardianship and other less restrictive options. Second, if your child gets SSI benefits, get ready for their eligibility to be redetermined under a completely different set of adult rules. And third, you have to apply for adult disability services immediately. And I mean immediately. Why the crazy urgency? Because the waiting list for most adult services is 2 years or even longer. If you wait until your child is 22 and leaving the school system, you are guaranteed to face a gap in services. That application needs to go in on their 18th birthday. Okay, that brings us right to the financial side of things. Let's quickly decode 2 of the most important financial tools you have: Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, and something called ABLE accounts. Remember that SSI redetermination at age 18? This table shows you exactly why it's such a big deal. As a child, eligibility is based on your family's income and child disability rules. The moment they turn 18, your income doesn't count at all, but your child now has to meet much stricter adult disability rules. It is a whole new ballgame.
Now let's talk about saving for the future. For years, families worried that if they saved any money, they'd risk their child's benefits. Well, this number right here represents the solution. You can save up to $100,000 in an ABLE account without it messing up their benefit eligibility.
ABLE accounts are truly a game changer. They're basically tax-advantaged savings accounts that let you and your family put money aside for disability-related expenses. We're talking housing, education, healthcare, without ever risking those essential benefits like SSI and Medicaid.
So, you've got the roadmap, you've got the financial tools, but you do not have to do any of this by yourself. Let's talk about building your support network with free, expert help that is available in every single state. This right here, this is your team. Parent Training and Information Centers, or PTIs, are your go-to local experts on special education law, and they're free. You have your state's early intervention program for the little ones. You've got vocational rehabilitation for job training. And you have disability rights organizations in your corner for legal help when you need it. So what this all really adds up to is a transformation. With a strategic plan, you go from being a parent who feels lost and overwhelmed to being an effective, empowered advocate for your child's future. You know what's coming, you know what to do, and you know exactly who to call for help.
You have the roadmap. You can see the key milestones. You know the actions you need to take. So the only question left is, what's your first step?